thousands of Red Sox fans here cheering Rafi Devers, who lines a bullet.
There's a drive. Jumped on that one. Gallo back and kissing goodbye. Swinging a drive to right field. Oh, my goodness. Way gone for Rafi. Deep drive, center field. Watch it go, and it's gone.
Beautiful thing. Slam it.
Oh, got to enjoy that.
This kid is special. My goodness.
Far from business as usual in Boston, but the Red Sox got it done for one of their biggest stars, making it official Wednesday. Devers signed, sealed, and delivered to the tune of 11 years, $331 million. After trading Mookie Betts in 2020 to the Dodgers and letting Xander Bogaerts leave for San Diego, Boston finally gets in the game and keeps Devers, but it cost him some serious bank. So it's a 10-year extension, $313.5 million. Largest contracts among third basemen, and these guys are all pretty smooth. I mean, obviously, you know about A-Rod from back in the day. Machado, Arenado, and Anthony Rendon. Would love to see Rendon, see if he's healthy this year. That's, I'm sure Angels fans are hoping for that as well. But, hey, Devers is the man in Boston. Let's check in with Chief Baseball Officer Chaim Bloom.
Every organization dreams of developing star players. Rafael Devers is a star. He's not just a star, he's our star. It's a wonderful thing to retain a homegrown player who loves Boston and who Boston and Red Sox Nation loves back.
Happy to be here today. Thank you to Red Sox Nation, who adopted me since I was 16 and have also been a big help in getting me to this point. This is the organization that has given me everything, so that was a factor. But also, free agency isn't easy, and it's a tough process, and I just didn't want to have to go through that. I just want to be the same guy that I've always been, someone who has fun, someone who enjoys the game, who's approachable. I love what I do. I'm happy to play here, and that hunger won't subside. It'll be maintained because I just love playing baseball and I love doing it here.
What a joy to watch. I mean, this guy's just 26 years of age. He's a baby. And look at his MLB ranks since 2019, and they are literally off the chain. I mean, in every offensive category that is worthwhile, Devers is up there in the top 10, and in most of them the top 3. So kudos to Chaim Bloom and the Red Sox for locking up their third baseman, Rafael Devers. Back inside Studio 3 with Carlos and Mike. I am Fran. Those cheeks were rosy, man. I mean, he's showing those teeth. This guy is happy, and why not? 330 total mil, 331. This guy's always, Carlos, been a great hitter.
Yeah, so consistent, and he's been always a great hitter ever since he was a kid, man. And the way he does it is so special, Mike. I mean, I'm going to take you through some video here just to show you, because it is really particular, the way he stands at the plate. He actually stands wide open, but then when he strides, there's a placata there on the upper and innermost parts of the zone. And then this one, still middle in, and he's able to go the other way with it. But this is how he does it. This is why this is so special. He stands open at the plate, right? He's open. This is the pull, the ball he pulled for a home run. So it stands open, but this is the thing. He's going to stride open. That's called stepping into the bucket, right? They used to tell us, don't do that. Placata. That's the way he goes about his business. When he pulls the baseball, it's open here. He's got clear pathway to the baseball, and then going the other way. This pitch is not away. He's still stepping into the bucket slightly open. This pitch is middle in, slightly, and he's still able to hit it out for a home run. He is such a great hitter. The angle he creates, he's able to let that ball travel so deep into the zone, taking advantage of the Green Monster. I mean, he is tailor-made for Boston. These pitches here, he's almost taking that out of the catcher's mitt. Stands open, but he's going to stride open. Again, Mike, watch. Look, striding open allows him to hit this baseball way deep in the zone. He's hitting it off his back leg, and I can prove it to you. Check this out. That's off his back knee. So he's out there just waiting for the ball to get as deep as possible So he's going to hit for high average. He's going to hit a bunch of doubles off that monster. As you saw, he was first in extra base hits, 108.9 placatas, but the extra base hits, all those doubles, Mike, off that monster. This guy's tailor-made for Fenway Park, and he's going to be there for a long time.
Two things I noticed, Carlos, there. When you show his head, although he kind of has a big stride, his head stays very still, and that upper body is still coiled. Even though he's maybe slightly open with the hips, that upper body is still coiled, and when he releases, I mean, I think it almost allows him to manipulate the baseball, because that ball inner third, you can hit it with power to right center, to center. Not a lot of guys can hit it to left center. That's a different, point of contact. To be able to do that and still have power, he's a remarkable young hitter.
Super flat through the zone, super flat through the zone, and those balls he pulls, he very rarely hooks a ball down the line. He keeps all those home runs fair. As a matter of fact, they might actually spin the other way. Unbelievable.
And we found out right away just what a great hitter Rafael Devers was when he took Chapman deep with 103 miles an hour, took it over the monster. You made really, a brilliant point. We worked together during the season about this guy because he gets knocked for his defense, and it really stuck with me. Offensively, he was so good in their system that they couldn't wait for the defense to catch up. We had to see this guy. They're like, we got to get this guy in. And we saw what he could do at the plate. So the defense wasn't quite there. He gets knocked for it, but you see some improvements.
Absolutely. I think when we look at Rafael Devers, it's exactly that, friend. He's almost a product of his hitting prowess. He breaks into the league at age 20. So what happens? You become now this defender under that microscope, under that spotlight of playing in Boston. And you see, you do need time. You need time to understand the angles and the hops. And you see some balls, maybe he doesn't need to charge. You play certain balls into those in-between hops, and it carries a lot of weight on how you have to answer questions after a game, how you have to prepare yourself. These are just simple things where reps cure it. We go into 2022, and this is what the arsenal that he has. I mean, he makes this play look easy. This is a guy that's out by a mile. Going to his right, he's really improved. He has plenty arm. You see now that on this play right here, he's showing that great angle, plays that ball into, catching it barehanded and having time, understanding, that internal clock. I think that's something that you really need to learn, and it comes through reps. I never played third base, so I signed a professional contract. And I thought it took me a good 2.5 years just to understand the position. And I played the infield my whole life. So it is an adjustment. I can't imagine doing that at age 20 when you can hit, but they're always hammering you about your defense. So take a look at this. He was in 2020, this is OA, outs above average. He was minus 13. That's still below average. He turned himself into a pretty average third baseman. For me, that says two things: consistency and dependability. That 11-out increase is the largest increase among all third basemen in Major League Baseball. Wow. So this is a guy who the skill set is there. I think the fact that now he has a lot of reps under his belt, he understands his strength. He has plenty arm. Maybe you can play off a little bit, play more in that 5-6 hole. Those are things. There's not an infield instructor on the planet that can tell you from day one where you should play. That's a little bit of a learned behavior, and I think we're going to continue to see him be dependable, and I'd love to see to the point where he becomes above average, because it's very satisfying when they kind of hammer you, hey, this is a weakness of yours, this is a weakness of yours, and you kind of turn it into a strength. So he's a guy, he's coachable, he likes to work, and maybe he can take a lot of guys out to dinner now.
No doubt.
That's not going to be a problem.
Last time we were in Fort Myers, the Red Sox, 30 clubs in 30 days, Rafael Devers was on a backfield, and he was doing nothing but taking hard grounders, working on his defense. That's starting to pay off. Congratulations to Mr. Devers. Just a baby, 26 years of age. Hey, Boomstick Baby is back. Nelson Cruz will play a